Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, and we are back in Butschern. I am taking our John Deere back to the farm to get some more seed so we can get going on our last field that we need to plant, which is field 1. Hope everybody's having a really good week. It's Friday, which is awesome news. I love the weekends. Long weekend. I don't know if you all have any plans for Labor Day weekend or not, but I don't think I have too much planned. I know I've got to get some stuff around the house taken care of, and from there, probably just going to relax and try and play some games. I see we got some good mods this week. It looks like I'm gonna be doing a mod video on something that came out on itch.io. I think it's from, is it Pleasant View Farms? I think released an Alice Chalmers tractor. Oh, Brad. See, yeah, that's not the first time I've done that, is it? They've released an Alice Chalmers tractor that looks kind of nifty. It's got quite a few customizations available to it, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So I think I might do a mod review on that. I picked up, I don't know if you had a chance. Well, actually, I'm not sure. When did that release? It might be releasing Friday night. I played a little bit of Farmer's Life, and I don't know if you have seen that game or had a chance to try out the demo. I recorded demo play of it, and I thought it was unique and a little interesting. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and I think I'm going to be adding that gameplay to the channel. It's different. It's, you know, it's basically a, well, for lack of a better way of putting it, it's kind of a drunk Russian farmer, I think Russian, and his best friend's a pig called Fluffy, and it's in the 50s, set in the 50s. Of course, things don't go very well for him most of the time. I think he has a couple barn fires and things like that, and it's interesting. Plow with a horse and a plow. So yeah, it's an interesting game. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you might want to, or just watch my play and see what you think. But I think I'm going to start that series here. I think I'm going to start it this weekend, actually. Yeah, I think I probably will. It looks fun enough to be able to, you know, get into trouble with, and it kind of cracked me up. The demo had some funny parts to it. He's clearly not, he doesn't really have his life in order, needless to say. Yeah, he struggles, but he's doing the best he can, maybe with, I don't know, with what he has to work with. I don't know, but it's kind of comical. Let's load this thing up with some more grass. We've got 175,000 liters of grass that we can take over. We are gonna, I don't think we'll use all of it. I think we'll get this this silage bunker somewhat filled up. I realized the last time I did this, I probably should have started at the other end, but we're going to do the best we can with getting it on there. We're probably going to grab, I'm not sure what the best tool is for compaction. I threw a couple, well, at least one or two, I think, silage compactors. Yeah, this is going to be rough to dump in there. It's kind of stinko because of the... We don't have a lot of room here to mess around. Let's see if I can go after it this way, or if we're just going to have to do it... These trailers have a nice sharp turn to them, but the disadvantage is they are harder to back up because of that steering axle, and they kind of get away from you pretty quick. But we're going to try and not brake too much in the process. Hard to believe summer is, you know, kind of drawing to an end, isn't it? For a lot of people, school is back in session, and yeah, it's summer seems to have kind of flown by a bit. I don't know if it was a hot summer for us, for sure. That's one thing. At least in my neck of the woods, it was pretty warm summer overall. But I don't know what that means for winter. If that means it's going to be a more harsh winter, or what the forecast is for winter, I'm not entirely sure. And I've been giving it a little bit more thought with Butschern and maps, as far as maps go and stuff. And I think maybe I think I'm going to stick with Butschern just a little bit longer. I feel like I kind of just am starting to get a little bit more ramped up, and maybe giving it at least a year in game kind of thing seems like a fair thing to do. See, how much does that make? So we have 35,000 per load, and we've taken, this is our third load, so 70, so 105,000 liters of grass. What does that leave us in here for grass? That leaves us with 105,000. We've got plenty of grass, it seems like, doesn't it? It does seem like we do. So I would say maybe we can get maybe this load, maybe one more, you think? Or maybe just this load, and see how the silage goes, how the fermenting goes. I kind of wish I would have traded out the bunkers for that, for those use of leftovers bunkers in a way, but I don't think on this map it's going to be too awfully bad either way. Tell you what, these smaller farms do present their challenges. I've always had a lot of respect for European farmers and British farmers and stuff, with just their tighter spaces they have to work in, and the roads. Oh my goodness, the road network that they have to drive in. Yeah, I can't imagine driving some of these large vehicles down some of these tiny roads they have going on. I watched some of these videos, and they're driving these, what do you think? Maybe one more? Yeah, we might as well. Let's do one more, and we'll call it for that, and then we'll have to get some compacting done. But I've been watching some of these farmers driving these, you know, the cloths. Oh, what are they? Oh man, I can't believe I can't think of the name of them. The chaff, the things that make the chaff in cornfields. It's crazy. they're just driving down the road, and I mean, it seems like there's probably 6 inches between them and cars parked on the side of the road, and ay, ay, ay. You just hope nobody decides to open a door. That'll be the last door they open, I would think. All right, let's make this our last our last trailer load, and we'll take a look at our silage compaction tools. I'm sure we could probably just use a tractor with maybe a couple of weights, throw a weight on the front and a weight on the back, but that doesn't sound like as much fun as getting something that's kind of designed for the job. I mean, we don't have a ton of money, but we can either lease one or borrow something or whatever we got to do to get the job done. But silage pays well too, so there's always that to think about. We'll save some for our cows, and I think we'll end up probably taking some to market and selling some too. Nope, don't turn that way. That's absolutely not the way I was turning, but that's all right. Maybe it was. I'm turning. There you go. That's the way I want you to go. That's close enough. That'll do the job. I don't want it spilling over anywhere, so we're just going to try and make this a little easier on ourselves and give us a little bit of a ramp to go up if we can. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's call that enough. Enough for the silage in there. See if we can get this thing. Let's see. It's got to go. Try and put it back in our garage here. Getting very close to the pumps and hoses DLC. I know we've talked about that a little bit. I am quite curious to see how sales go on that. I think that's going to say a lot about the future of that style of equipment on Farming Simulator. I could be wrong, but it sure seems to me that if it sells well and Giant sees a lot of interest in it, maybe we'll see some more of that kind of stuff here in the future. I don't know. All right. So I know that we're going to have to do some compacting. Let's just hope he doesn't get stuck. We're just gonna, oh no, don't get stuck, buddy. Don't get stuck. That was probably a horrible idea. All right, let's get out and let's take a look at what we have here for our bunker. Where's my bunker info? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. 2% compact. We've got 140,000 liters in the bunker so far. Yeah, it looks like it's all staying inside, which is kind of nice. Well, let's see what we have for a compactor. Let me set our store delivery area just in case we pick something up here. Where might we find under weights? Is it? I guess I never really remember where these things sit. Nope, I don't see them under weights. Dollies, low loaders, header, miscellaneous? I don't think so. I mean, we can use any weight we kind of want to. We don't have to use anything dedicated for this, but I was kind of curious to see, why am I not seeing silo compaction? Oh, Brad. All right. That's the one I added right there. This Jayco attacher type standard, standard 2, standard 3. Interesting. And what is it? It's oh, is this the one that you can fill? Yeah, 1,150 liters. I think this is the one that you can fill with like some kind of product, isn't it? Oh, you fill with water. That might be interesting. That thing looks much too fancy for our purposes. That's not horrible. 2.7 tons. Be a little bit heavier than, let's see here, 3.2 tons. I like that. That might work well. Just a nice heavy solid, 8,000 bucks for that thing. 2.5 tons and 2.4 tons. I'm wondering if this is going to be too much for our tractor. This 3.2 ton for our tractor to deal with. I guess if we put some weight on the front, right? We should be okay. 8,000, 7,000. I say we get this, boy, how do you, Duvelsdorf, the Duvelsdorf for, yeah, why not? I say we get that. Let's just buy it outright. If we get in trouble financially, and I got a front weight on this thing, so hopefully she will counterbalance a little bit for us. I have a feeling this is turned around the other way. Nope, we got it right. I'm just not thinking straight. Let's get the tractor turned here and get connected. Hopefully it won't. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, she squats good. Oh, yeah, it's squatting. Well, let's hope it doesn't get stuck, I guess. Do we lower it, do you think, or do we leave it raised? I think you lower, don't you, so she can roll. That seems to make more sense. That's a lot of weight for us to be, hopefully not get stuck. Is it flexing at all? No, she's not flexing. %. I should have kept this back hill right here down a little bit, shouldn't I? 10%. Boy, you know what might work on this? I wonder if you use like the follow me mod and you just kind of did a round robin. So you just had another tractor follow you and you just kind of did a circle around. If that would get the job done a little bit faster, that would be curious to see. I'd try that for fun. Why not? It's actually a lot more, it needed a lot more compaction. I haven't done this in a while, done the whole silage compacting thing in some time, so not sure what to expect. I just thought of something too. Let's let him sit here for a second. And what I just thought of was, this guy is going to get hung up over on that cement wall again. I always forget about that this little cement wall over yonder right here. He's going to get hung up here again, so we're probably going to need to make him a couple headlands. But he's not quite that far yet, so I don't think we have to worry about it yet. Just something to keep in mind. So what DLCs do you think Giants has in store for us coming up that we don't know about? The Season 2 stuff in particular, after the Platinum Pack. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if they will do more like kind of specific stuff for logging. It feels like they're kind of building on that. I'm kind of curious if we'll see. Have we had like a large equipment pack yet? I don't think we have we? Like something, by that I mean like the Borgol equipment that was put out. We really haven't had like that kind of a pack, have we? We've had some stuff like, if you look at the Antonio Carrera pack, which arguably is probably, and I felt kind of bad, it's such nice equipment, and the tractors to me are, they're beautiful tractors. I purchased it even knowing that I was probably rarely going to use them, but I felt kind of bad because I feel like, if I'm that company, I mean, they have to know that that their DLC that their product was represented in was probably the least popular DLC in Farming Simulator for quite some time. Or maybe they knew it was going to be, kind of low popularity because of just how specific that equipment is and what it's meant for. But like I said, they're beautiful tractors. It's just unfortunate that when you're dealing with that kind of size of equipment, um, yeah. And I have not seen them being used very much at all. Like some of the YouTube channels that are Giants affiliates, they used them for a while. Um, oh, good, we're almost halfway there. Um, they used them for a while when the pack first came out, to kind of represent and kind of show them off. But ever since then, I haven't seen them. Rarely have I seen them. Now, maybe I'm not watching. I know I'm pushing you backwards. I'm not watching a lot. I'm not watching European farmers or in Farming Simulator. Maybe some of the foreign, at least foreign for me, YouTubers use them more. And it's not to say that I would never want to use them. Again, vineyards are something I definitely want to do. And in fact, I'm thinking about a map similar to something like this, but just doing, vineyard work. I I kind of like that. I don't know how you guys play, but I kind of like that type of farming and play where you're kind of a, because I feel like it's kind of realistic to some extent, where farmers tend to farm more specific things. Now, some of them are just arable. I really kind of like this, by the way. Sorry, I'm kind of getting off track here, but I'm liking this weight. You know, I'm just liking it. I like the sounds. Yeah, I'm liking this weight. But I like that kind of idea. You know, the idea where you're a potato farmer, you're a sugar beet farmer, sugar cane. I was thinking about doing a sugar cane plantation kind of a farm, or a cotton plantation type of farm. And I like specializing in certain crops. It's, for some people, that's probably maybe a little more boring because you're kind of doing the same things. It's kind of repetitious. But I don't know. I seem to enjoy that, and I think with with all the mods that we have out there, you can, even if you're doing one or maybe one or two specific crops. I don't want to get hung up on this wall, but even if you're doing one or two specific crops, you can have some variance with it. With the potato mod that's out there, you can do all kinds of things with potatoes right now, and there's enough cool equipment out there now, harvesting equipment for cotton and for vineyard work and stuff, that I just really, I don't know, I like the idea of doing that. There's so many things you can do, and I think that's what makes this game keep its play value for a long time. Because you play a lot of other games where there's campaigns, you play through the campaign, maybe there's some side missions and things like that, but generally speaking, unless it's a really good multiplayer game, and not everybody plays multiplayer. You know, play is kind of done. It's like reading a book. But with farming, ooh, we're at 100%. I like that. Let's get this thing backed up one more time to the other side. Looks really good. It looks like we've smoothed out and compacted our silage quite well. I'm happy with our silage picker. I think that's pretty cool. Let me do this if y'all don't mind. In fact, you can check out. This is a mod that I use for... Did I forget to turn the time on? Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's just take care of that right now. So we're going to add a few minutes to our time. Yeah, that'll work. And this is what I do for screenshots. I use ProShot. You can find this on the Giants Mod Hub. And I just kind of figure out where I want to, you know, I'm not usually too picky about it. I try to make it so that it's at least a little interesting. You can do just about anything you want with ProShot, but I always forget that it's going to maybe be even on a TV or something, so you kind of want it to be kind of a larger image. So you frame your shot, hit enter. There's all kinds of customizations you can do with ProShot. You can, you know, your depth of field, angle of the sun. You can add a flashlight to it if you want to. There's all kinds of neat things you can do with ProShot. So it's simple enough if you just want to take a quick screenshot, and and if you want to get fancier, you can do that as well. All right. Awesome. So here's our silage bunker. We got a little spillage, but that's okay. Do we have anything? We don't really have anything for a silage fork or anything, do we, for cleaning up messes like that? We do not. We're not going to worry about that right now. So we're at 100% compaction, fill level chaff, 139,412. We lost a little bit off of the ends, but that's my bad. And let's blanket the silo. Very cool. Now what I'm thinking, there is another mod, and I kind of regret not getting it for this game, but there's another mod that lets you unblanket a little bit at a time. So, you know, my understanding is like you could unblanket a quarter of the silo when it's all fermented. Take what you want. You could even add new if you wanted to and reblanket it. But I think if you add new, the entire silo is not available until the new is fermented, if I understand the way the mod works correctly. And it looks to me like we are getting close to where we should probably take over from our helper here for a sec and do a couple headlands here just to prevent the inevitable. We'll let them finish up. Fire them off the job for a sec. No, I want reverse, please. Thank you. And let's run a couple sweeps. Down this way. Just to prevent let's see, I think I need that one. Yeah, that's the one I want. Addington, is it Addington Park? The British map that came out today? That looks like a beautiful map. I have not played a, well, that's not true. I have played a little bit on a couple of the British maps, but I have not really, done a full playthrough on any British maps yet. In this version of Farm Sim, I'm generally not that into the British maps, generally speaking. I think you could probably guess why based on the driving, my driving skills that you've seen so far, my reversing skills. Yeah, not what I would call top notch, and British farms definitely put those to a little bit more of the test. Boy, it's kind of hard to see where planting versus cultivating has kind of separates here. Let's do one more pass and see if that helps a little bit. I think I got a little bit of a slant going on here, but I think we'll be okay. Probably missing a little bit. I think we'll be all right. That works for me. We can actually, I was going to say we could probably start our worker on the other side. So where are we? Boy, I'll tell you, it's not easy. Oh, I think right here. Just based on the line direction, I'm gonna guess it's about right here. It is not easy seeing where you left off. But hired helpers seems to be happy with that. Yeah, she's good to go. She's smiling, having a good day. Not bad. We'll let her keep going, and I think that is actually going to do it for us on this Friday's edition of Butschern. I'm glad you all took the time to check out my channel once again, and I appreciate all the nice comments and subscriptions and continued views. Y'all make it worthwhile doing it. Enjoying doing all of this, kind of adding some content to YouTube for us people that love Farming Simulator. But feel free to leave any comments, suggestions in the comments below. You all have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe, most importantly. And I will be throwing up some content this weekend if you want to check it out. If you're not too busy doing whatever, camping, hanging out with family, friends, that kind of thing. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless. And I will see you again real soon here. Bye-bye.